Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. In today's video, I want to show you guys a Sand Devil solution. It's going to be a solo champion with 4 food, so this is a great option if you want to be energy efficient, or if you have, for example, what's going on right now, which is 2 events simultaneously, so you can double dip by farming Sand Devil as well as training some food along the way. So far, this run is 100% successful. It's not the quickest run for this, but it does work very, very well. In terms of the gear and champion and all the other requirements, it is pretty strict. So the champion I'm talking about here is going to be Blizaar the Howler. So he was a Christmas fusion about a month, 2 months ago. And general consensus was he was kind of lackluster. He was sold as a Fire Knight option. He had the triple hit freeze, 50% chance to freeze. So on Fire Knight hard, he can drop the turn meter and stuff. But he never really shined like too crazy for Fire Knight hard. He is an option there, so he does work. I've seen some teams with him that make him work quite well. So he came as advertised, right? His A2, he has a kind of like pseudo cleanse with the increased defense ally protection on a 3 turn. That's very solid, right? Like you use this in clan boss, or just general wave control. Centrano's very good for protecting your team. And his A3 is an AoE freeze, so it's a bit of crowd control. 100% chance of all this stuff happening, so he also can decrease turn meter. This is on a 4 turn, so general wave control, very good, right? He's actually a very good fusion. I think the general consensus was he wasn't worth doing, but I ended up doing him because I liked the way he looked. And of course, Plarium gave us a hero's path with the 5-star soul. His true value came when his 5-star soul was basically accessible. And another content creator called Biohack, he actually has a video for Blizaar the Howler, and he details how the Brimstone allows this champion to basically solo farm Sand Devil. So big shout out to Biohack. The way it works is that on his passive, when he dies, he gets to revive himself with 30% HP and turn meter, and then he places revive on death on himself. So basically when Sand Devil wipes him out, he comes back alive, and then he continues the run. So, and he can do this all by himself. Similar to how Godseeker and Neri works, where her passive revives herself, and then she revives 1 DPS. In this case, Blizzard can do it himself with the help of the 5-star Brimstone, of course, which is basically non-negotiable. You must have the 5-star Brimstone to make this work, unfortunately. 6-star also works, of course. Cooldown on this. Yeah, there's a cooldown on his revive effect. Notice I have no books in him. You don't need books for this. If you have books, I believe you can slow him down even more. You can slow him down even more because he'll get back to his revive on death faster. You don't need any books in this. You don't need any books in this. You don't need any books in this. His damage strictly comes from Brimstone. So here are the gears that I have him in. So I did try him without Immortal. Regen is a must. I tried him without Immortal and it wasn't 100%. So I wasn't satisfied with it. So I went with the Immortal as well as the regen, and it has been working perfectly. So that little bit of extra healing definitely helps. I have pretty good stats on him, but he's not in my best regen gear or anything like that. So if you can aim somewhere in this region, it's probably okay. You can probably get away with maybe 80k HP, a little bit less defense. His speed can range a little bit. I went as low as 211, and I've seen Biohack do it at 219. So there is a bit of a range here. He will get debuffed by decreased speed. And with the way it works perfectly fine. There are some spots where if he doesn't get a turn and he can't heal, he gets kind of low. So you do need some pretty good stats on him to get everything going. Overall accuracy, you want at least 500 on him to do Sand Devil 25. So I think generally this is the build that it's going to be very consistent and it works very well. So I'm just going to show you guys the stats here. You don't need resistance on him, but you do need the accuracy to land the Brimstone unless you have a 6-star Brimstone, in which case you don't need any accuracy. Then you can just jack up his stats. But because the speed is kind of achievable, you can kind of forego some stats, like speed stats on his boot, for example, and then just go with the HP percentage, which works out pretty nice. Speed on the banner, accuracy, HP here, and I got HP here. Like these aren't like insane gears. Like I got like some good gear, triple speed, but like, you know, obviously that allows more HP elsewhere. But yeah, obviously, you know, this is an end game dungeon, highest level. You're solo farming it with food. You gotta have some gears, right? No books, brimstone, 100% non-negotiable. Full masteries, I'll go over them here. So masteries here, I think this works the best. Life drinker for additional healing, additional damage here, although he's not going to do much damage outside of War Master and brimstone. Extra damage from his A1, War Master. So the thing is, you don't want to get Giant Slayer, which is kind of like natural. You think he has a triple hitter on his A1. Giant Slayer is going to do more damage because he attacks twice in his sleep phase. If Giant Slayer can actually wake up the boss prematurely, and then you're gonna basically run out of sync at that point. So you don't want that to happen. So War Master is safe. Like I say, he's not gonna do much damage outside of brimstone anyways. But War Master does a little bit of extra damage. For support, you're taking the extra HP, you're taking the healing, and then you're getting some extra speed because you're bringing food in, and then they die, and then you get some extra speed there. So the other thing you can actually do if you're really hurting on gear is actually taking defense tree and skipping offense tree. So you can take tough skin, AoE blast proof, healing. I don't think that's the one. You might want to take this one just in case he heals, but he's not going to heal. You might as well just take that one. You're not going to take that one. This one reduces the damage from the boss. That might help. So you can have some ways of making this work. Like I said, the offense tree is not going to be super high value for him. So if you're really struggling with making this work in terms of gears, try defense tree and support tree. So take some extra healing, take some reduction, and you might be able to squeeze it out, right? So that's going to be the champion build. I'm going to go over the run and then just show you guys what's up. You do have to run presets here. So 25, you do have to run presets. So preset, you just want to turn off his A3. His A2, he'll use it one time when during his sleep phase, and then after that, you don't. He probably won't be cycling back to this anytime soon. Although the increased defense does kind of help against the tentacles, so you'll see it. So let's go over a run here real quick, and then just click auto. The run is very consistent, about 215 to 245. He dies here instantly. It really depends on how often he places brimstone, since it's not 100% chance to land, of course. There you go. He has positive affinity, so you'll see some weak hits from him, which is really, really nice. All right. Brimstone's landed. So once Brimstone's landed, then the big damage is going to come down. Watch for his giants. Watch for his War Master procs. His War Master is just not insane amount of damage here. 13k damage. So that's pretty much all he drops. The Brimstone drops 367k damage. So yeah, it's the War Master does about 3% of what the Brimstone does. So it's not a lot at all. So you can kind of gauge how much stats you need based on how well he's doing right now. For me, he only really needs to take 2 tentacle slashes. So he takes the big hit there, takes 1 tentacle slash, another tentacle slash, and then the big hit. So as long as he can withstand the big swing here, he should be fine. Given the speeds that he's at, he'll get at least 1 heal back, even with the decreased speed applied to him. The thing is, if you make him super fast, you can make him super fast if you want. It will slow down the run. That's the thing, because he'll be taking more turns. So you can probably make him super fast. He'll just cycle back to his revive much quicker, but then he'll be sitting here kind of like swinging his A1, kind of just wasting time. So the way it's optimized right now, it works very well. And yeah, even though he misses an attack here, he still has enough HP pool to survive the double tentacle slash, and it saves time. So far it's working out pretty good. Not 100% brimstone placement, but overall doing pretty good. It's a very consistent 2-minute 15 2:30 run with food. So super happy about this. Thank you so much to Biohack. So like I said, check out his video on this if you guys want a little bit more in detailed stuff that's going on with the boss. But this is the nuts and bolts of it. So I'll be using this to farm the 2 events right now, just to get some extra efficiency. And since I'm a little bit low on resources, so I just want to make sure that I maximize everything. With no regards for time, of course, because I can run this for like 15-second team, but it's just I don't have the resources to make that usable. But 2-minute 30 with some food, very efficient, so I'm happy with this. But yeah, anyways guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I know it's a very restrictive single champion with a very hard restriction on the blessing, but I mean, it's something to work towards. You don't have to build a Neri, you don't have to build another DPS. You don't have to fish for other things. Hopefully you guys did the fusion. This will change your life if you have this champion and have this blessing. And yeah, you can farm some food. So anyways guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate your time. Let me know in the comments below if you guys got some help from this. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.